Hello, everybody, and welcome to Learning and Minecraft Educational Edition. So, on this page, we're actually going through design and goals, right? What are the educational goals represented here with the Minecraft Education Edition? And they've got this website full of, community boards and resources and world maps, and they've got, competitions or, just activities galore here. Plenty of support. It looks like a really promising and positive atmosphere. Below on this page at the bottom, if you're watching this on YouTube, you're not going to see the page, but I've got a Google site here where I'm kind of reviewing and breaking down Minecraft for a course that I am taking at Pacific University. But below this video is me playing with Puppy Master, the student, and we are going through Science Island. And spoiler, we don't make it through Science Island. We eventually just kind of error out on one of the last tasks. I think we had 2 other tasks left to complete. Science Island is great. There are so many great worlds here represented, and we're going to explore them under the Game Environment tab. But here in the Design and Goals, we're just talking about, just the general Minecraft Education Edition design and how we achieve education. So here we are on their website, and we have class resources, how it works. You can go in and get training from Minecraft, and you can watch tutorials on how to use all this stuff. You just kind of get right in here, get trained if you want to do that. Find a lesson, so you could break down, exactly what you're trying to learn, and whether you're a science teacher or let's try and open that. Did that open? 1 second. Do that. That's what's so great about streaming this stuff. Find a lesson. Well, usually what happens is I can select between oh, there we go. So subject kits, right? Language arts, science, history, culture, computer science, math, art, and design. There are so many cool worlds here to explore, and I'm really jazzed about the prospects of all of this. And I've been somewhat deflated by the overarching experience, and I'll go over that more in improvements. But there are some really cool worlds, and hopefully we'll get to cover some of that in Game Environment tomorrow, where we just kind of leave behind what are the learning goals, and we're just going to explore the learning or the game environment. Some problems with the actual controls too that we'll discuss, but for the most part, this goal and this whole approach is pretty cool, and the way they've got it all broken out, the way that I could look up science maps. So let's click on science. This is how we got to Science Island originally. And I'm sorry, but my machine is running a couple of things right now, so it's a little slow. It shouldn't really be this slow, but I mean, it's a state-of-the-art computer, and I've got high-speed internet. So the idea that the site is running as slow as it is a little strange. I think I've got some other websites pulled up, and they don't seem to be lagging so much. Yeah. Kind of off-screen looking at things loading and trying to see if this is slow or what. Now I'll just say it's slow. I'll say that this Minecraft page is slow. But anyways, you open up these sections, right? These kits. You just click on them. They open up. They've got you know, different sorts of courses that can be taken. That's how I found Science Island. And, oh, wow, so good. So timely. I wish that this was just smoother because I want to be positive about this. There's some cool stuff going on here. You can see some different worlds here. I kind of clicked on things fast. Thankfully, this is taking forever to load. But yeah, Extinction Safari. We'll go on that at the end of the video that I'm doing tonight. See these cells? These are actually like display models of the cells here on the left. Right here, right? And you go in there and kind of walk around and kind of build around in there. That's pretty cool. And yeah, so we're doing Science Island here. And I think at the end of the video we touch on Extinction, which is just a tram roller coaster ride. All of these things, it seems like, if you're trying to do it with a large group of kids, and you see this in my home video, like just even picking out an avatar. Imagine with kids trying to pick out an avatar. How long do you think that's going to take? I was kind of trying to nudge my daughter and try and get her to do it faster. And, you know, I wanted to leave this stuff in here, my interactions with her, because that seems like it's probably going to be real. You're going to be having a goal. You're going to be trying to get some education in, and, you know, it may or may not happen on your time. And so you need to get in here and access these files and run through it a couple times with yourself. Not only that, but the kids are going to have to clean up these environments in some instances between. You know, with the Science Island one, you'll see below, we don't get all the way through it. And it seems like if this was a real world lesson, where we aired out would have made it so that nobody could complete the task and everything would need to be reset, by my calculation anyways. And it's a shame because, you know, that could just be me being unsophisticated or under prepared to present these things, and I'll just own that. I only have 10 logons here to prepare anything. So I went to Science Island, I looked at it, I said, okay, I think I can do this. And it seemed like I was doing okay at first. It seemed like the lesson was going well, and then we just kind of got derailed. So my guess is that I could probably, with some experience, get better at it. But also, parts of this all look prone to being derailed by a class. And that's important to know. Things like just picking out avatars. How are you going to pick out avatars? You know, maybe just assign them to the kids or something. I don't know. Spending time on that seems ridiculous. Anyways, after you kind of surf over to Science Island, which is the exercise I found to learn about hypothesis and kind of the scientific method, you can see there's learning objectives here. You can see if they're in line with what you're trying to achieve. Guiding ideas, you know, student activities, performance expectations. Then there's assets. So you could download everything from that slide that looks like this, which I'm using my thumbnail, to the assets. You know, there's actually a lesson plan often, and there's other little handouts and stuff that you download here. Supporting files, or all sorts of stuff usually, and you download all that stuff. If you're logged in, you can take notes for yourself, and, you know, if you present it later on, you do that. You can basically learn from yourself and store your annotations here. Here's the world file. So what we do is we click on that, download the world file, and I'm not going to open it up right now because I've only got so many logins left, and I need to make it through this general review of the product. But download the world files and you upload it, and then you can just execute the lesson there. And usually there's plenty of scaffolded material in there, and support materials, and for the most part, you know, from the few basic learning experiences I've done so far, seems like a really cool learning utensil with just some minor bugs that could be, you know, ironed out. But yeah, on this online community anyways, you've got get trained, find lessons, so you can go there, find your subject, find all sorts of ideas for things. I saw this really cool, I'll probably go and look at it tomorrow, the Fantastic Mr. Fox map. I just want to be there. I want to walk around that town. There's a space station we'll look at, and we'll look at that underneath, what is it? Game environment and controls. We'll go through some other cool maps, and I'm really excited about that. But, you've also got here under class resources challenges. Like there's building challenges, which are pretty cool and would be a lot of fun. Code with Minecraft. I mean, this is really what I'm interested in, is coding with Minecraft and the ability to pick out patterns and stuff like that. I don't think I'm gonna have time to go through all these things and get reviewed enough to really take on these code with Minecraft challenges, unless a school really takes interest in what I'm doing here, and I'm still working on that. So maybe I can get some more time with the program so that I can, build something here. I think that what my daughter's learned most of so far is how to hook up devices and record and maybe stream some things and troubleshoot some things. But that's all stuff we could have learned anyways. She knew what a hypothesis was going into Science Island, and she was teaching me about, Minecraft. So, I know that there's things for her to learn here. The extinction ride was cool, and she already knew about some of these animals, and like I said, she was teaching me how to just operate Minecraft for the most part. So it was a lot of me learning, and by the time I learn everything, my trial's going to be over. So, I wish I could do more. I wish I could definitely take up this code with Minecraft stuff and some of these challenges. Biodiversity packs, there's these cool bio environments you go around, exploring culture. There's forums, there's help, there's support. They'll support you in every way. Basically, if you are not an institution, you're not going to be able to use Minecraft Education Edition, and that's kind of sad. I guess I understand that. But I also don't. I choose not to understand that because I think information should be free and that people should be allowed to explore and learn. And I think it's kind of sad that, this package is $5 for the license. And that's the perfect price for it. I think for $5, everybody would want this, but, it's more than $5 per year. It's actually, your school has to give you permission. You have to, go in through Office 365, and I'm not going to show you a bunch of proprietary stuff. And I've had a lot of conversations with people about what all that means. But what it comes down to is that if you're not an institution so far, it doesn't look like you're going to be able to teach this stuff. And I really wish that wasn't the case. And, prove me wrong. Somebody, please. I've heard that there's walkarounds for loading these maps and being able to do the lesson plans anyways. Tell me about that. I want to know that because that's what I want to do. Art and design. So that's kind of, my bread and butter. But it's so funny. I'm looking at history or science and art, right? Because those are my subjects. And, just being here, I'm interested in these history ones. There's some cool language arts, boards or, I guess maps and games. And I'm interested in all of this. I want to go through all of this stuff. And I know my daughter does too. It's just such a shame that learning has to be something that's, that we just give over to these elite institutions. And I know that's by design. It has to be. Otherwise, we would just be able to buy the thing and experience it. But, I'm not complaining. Just look at all this stuff, though. So many cool things. Meet and greet. Making a human timeline. Around the city of Baghdad. Explore and contribute to this historic city. I mean, that just sounds cool. I've never even thought about Baghdad. How do you contribute to Baghdad? I mean, some of these things have things where you go and you add little, notes and stuff into the bowels of these things. The islands, Look at this. City of Florence, Italy. I saw a... Jamestown settlement. That's pretty cool. But I saw, what was it earlier? An Oregon Trail world, Just some pretty cool immersive environments that you can take part in, and they're all built and they've got these cool lessons. I don't know. You can obviously see that I'm into it, right? That's, I think, the overarching problem here is that I'm really into this thing, and I keep trying to get it to work and wanting it to work for me. Here it is, Fantastic Mr. Fox. How cool would that be? I'm gonna explore that tomorrow for sure, and maybe Baghdad. I don't know, but so I keep hoping that this is gonna be cool, and I keep kind of getting let down by it, and I just think there's so much to process for such a short time frame that maybe that's why. But even still, like, I'm pretty excited by this stuff, and I could see it being very useful for people. I would always couch that in, you know, smaller group sizes for children, and either more direction or smaller learning goals, giving people, like, for instance, I actually did this extinction map with Lou. We touch on it at the end of the video that's below, but kids getting on mine carts and kind of traveling along, you could easily jump out of it and get lost and do whatever. If you get stuck somewhere and nobody's there advising you, a kid could just mess around, just like in your class or in the school. You'd just be off wandering around, and how are you supposed to police that for everybody? Also, with Science Island, you're supposed to reset some of the goals. Like, basically, you do these experiments, and then the kids are expected to reset them. Well, only an advanced, or somebody who understands what Minecraft is to begin with can reset some of these maps. I need more practice at resetting these maps myself. And my daughter, who plays Minecraft all the time, we just kind of abandon some of these things. And really, I'm sure I can do it. I'm sure anybody could do it. But, can you get young kids enough experience to do those things? Maybe they already have that experience, or it could be, transferred, but I just don't see kids resetting those maps for people. I just see that as being a big time suck also, and I wish there was an easier way. I guess I'm getting into improvements at this point. Just kind of looking at these maps. Let's go into math. I haven't really taken a ton of time to look at them. Then we'll go look at some challenges. Then I'm going to sign off. I've got a couple long videos on here. Here's the deal, is I just don't want to sell this educational tool short, and I'm going to have to, because there's only so much time in the day, and I've already spent quite a bit of time talking with people about the tool itself and why I can't have access to all the things that I want in it. Grade 3 Common Core Standards, Grade 4 Common Core Standards, Grade 5 Common Core Standards. How cool would that be to look at all this stuff? I'm not even going to have time. I don't even like math. It looks great, though. I mean, this stuff looks great. I'd love to review it for you if there was time. Let's go to Find Challenges. Let's see what's going on here. So slow. Custom build challenges. Build a system within Minecraft to learn more about how it works. Harvest time. Challenge yourself to code the agent to improve efficiency. I mean, look at some of these. These are just cool. Just teaching more and more about coding and design and just education. Kids educating other kids and building new systems. Pixel portraits. How cool is that? Create a self-portrait in Minecraft. Review examples of pixel art. I mean, I might just have to do that anyways. Solar model. So just so many great opportunities. And it's kind of a waste that it's just for the people that are institutions at this point. And maybe I'm wrong about that. Please prove me wrong. Please, because I want to keep this going, and it doesn't seem like that's going to happen unless I can get some buy-in from one of these schools that I'm working with. Anyways, I'm opening up some more lesson plans. I guess I say find worlds, find lesson plans. You'd also just search the worlds, and that's pretty cool itself. A lot of good ways to just search things and find things. I think I've solved my lag problem, which is represented in the video below, and the home screen thing. Hello. So, I would happily redo some of these videos. I don't think I'm going to have time to. I accidentally swear in the video below. It was an accident. We got stuck, and I say the S word. And I would happily re-record all of these videos if there's time. And if I get to the end and there's an opportunity, I certainly will. I want them to be better. I know every time I go back it's going to be better, but there just may not be that time to complete the assignment and rein it all in. As you can see, I think I've troubleshooted my lagging issue here. And I'm going to continue to improve the videos as I go, and my ability to play the educational software as it goes. In retrospect, had I known all this stuff going into this assignment, I probably wouldn't have picked Minecraft, because I could have been having way more fun, I imagine, and it could have been way easier for me and Luella had I just picked anything else. Civilization's a great game. You threw that out there. What a cool game that would have been to pick, and we could have been having so much fun right now. But I'm not, a social studies teacher. I guess I could have looked at it from an art perspective, but I didn't. So I thought, oh, Minecraft. Everybody loves Minecraft. How much fun that's going to be for me and my daughter to play Minecraft. I wonder if there's a Lord of the Flies island or something. That'd be crazy. What other books could there be cool lesson plans from? I know I've seen, a number of them while just flipping around here. Great. Fantastic. See, there's Fantastic Mr. Fox again. That looks so cool. Buildings, evaluating the setting within a published text. Instructional writing. Fairy tale reimagined. Recreate your favorite fairy tale in Minecraft. That sounds pretty cool. Just it is. I wonder how some of these are in practicality. If they're just so open-ended, would it just be a free-for-all or what? Seems like they're learning and continuing to improve. We're at 22 minutes here, so, I'm going to say good night. Let me know if you have any questions. Thanks for watching. This is, Minecraft Education Edition. I'm Jamie Bennett, and I hope, to bring you some good information on this. Just so you know, you need to have a school's buy-in to play these games. There's really no way around that, and I hope somebody can prove me wrong on that, because I think it's a great tool, and I hope you guys get a chance to use it. But know that going in, that one, you need to push for it, and two, you're going to have to push for it without having any experience in it, and there may be some troubleshooting up front that goes on. So it's going to be kind of an uphill battle. I wish I could say that it was easier than that, but, here we are. Hope you guys have an amazing week, and take care. I hope you like these videos. I'm trying to have fun with my daughter. I think we'll have more fun tomorrow. So far, it's just been me talking and trying to bring her in and trying to get this thing to work. Hoping tomorrow's fun. Yeah, I'm having fun. Here's the thing: is my daughter, puppy master is always having fun, and I have to kind of rein her in because I'm trying to get through certain lessons here, and she just wants to run around and explore. And I like that about this, is it's just so engaging. It just gets kids right into it. I wonder, if that's a bad thing too, if kids are just going to get too crazy because they're so excited it's Minecraft that they're not going to wait for the lesson plan. They're just going to go off and do their own thing. Yeah, and that's kind of why I wanted to do this with her, is because I wanted to see what kids actually do. It's one thing for me to have a very tailored, approach and just kind of go through the hits, hit all the hits, But when I bring in a kid, you know, it kind of derails things to a certain extent. Anyways, take care, you guys. And I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.